My name is Ryan Hudson-Peralta, and I was born with a disability called congenital limb deficiency, which is basically the shortening of the arms and legs, but in my case, I have no hands. On the day I was born, the doctors took me away from my parents and they said, "Kimberly, there's a problem. Before we let you take Ryan home, we want you to know he's not going to be able to do everything that everybody else can." And my dad stopped and he interrupted them. He said, "Well, I have a prediction for you. Ryan is going to do each and every one of those things and prove you all wrong." People are always surprised to find out that growing up wasn't very difficult for me. I use humor in every day of my life to make friends and break the ice. Because I use my arms so much more, I don't have a wrist or an elbow that takes away the friction. I went to a shoulder surgeon and doctor said that I have the shoulders of a 120-year-old man. I have constant pain. It's just always been like a mindset thing for me. If something's bothering you, if you focus on that, it's gonna keep bothering you, right? And so I choose to focus on something else, put my mind somewhere else, and that's how I deal with pain. I met my wife, Carrie, around 22 years ago. I was at a bar, we just locked eyes, and I literally told my friends that I was gonna marry her. I always tell people the things I'm most proud of are my two kids. Miranda, she's an artist and model. Noah, he's a filmmaker. Noah and I are super close, and it's more like a friendship. It's like a close bond. He does a lot of stuff for me, and I'm super proud of both of my kids. So the doctors told my parents that I wasn't gonna be able to have a regular job. I'm one of the lead user interface designers for the Rocket family of companies. Design is something I've always been passionate about. Ever since I was a kid, I've had to design my own clothes, modify things in my house. And then it was just a natural progression into designing websites and designing apps. I just have a love for art and design. I've always had a passion for making things easier for people. I started doing motivational speaking, and I've been able to travel around the United States sharing my story with people and organizations and companies. People will come up to me and "Your story really impacted me and you changed my life." And it's incredible to be able to hear that. A few years ago, I started mentoring kids that are born like me and meeting with their families. And that's really changed my entire life. I was able to meet with these families and show them that I can do everything. Their kid can do everything, and anything is possible. I've had a parent reach out to me and she said that it was my story that inspired her to keep her child. And she said, "After watching your story, I knew that anything is possible and I had to have him." I was in tears to know that I'm the reason that this kid's gonna have a full life. Knowing that I was inspiring people and helping people just pushed me to do it more and more.